me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Again?
Nothing up my sleeve. Presto! No doubt about it. I gotta get another hat.
Now here's something we hope you'll really like.
Well, the good citizens of Pottsylvania are extending Rocky and Bullwinkle a real Pottsylvanian welcome. For Boris and Natasha disguised our heroes as, guess who? Boris and Natasha. Then under orders from Central Control, the boys have been arrested and hustled toward a sinister platform.
Hop.
But you don't understand. We're friendly.
We're not. Hop.
Come on, Bullwinkle.
Where are we going?
You heard the man. Up!
Meanwhile, the real Boris and Natasha had escaped from the ship and made their way through the city to the underground headquarters of Central Control.
They fixed up the place since I was here last. You, fearless leader, where are you?
Right behind you, Bedino.
11, 12, 13 steps. Rocky, that's liable to bring bad luck if we're not careful.
Now hear this. You, Boris and Natasha, are hereby condemned.
Boris!
Natasha!
Oh, forevermore. Oh, that's a good one.
What is?
You've mistaken us for somebody else.
Sure, we're in disguise.
Disguise?
Yup. See, this is just a wig I got that comes right. Uh-oh, my wig is stuck, Rock.
My mustache, too.
Sure enough, Boris had fastened their disguises on with permanent glue.
Proceed with the proceedings.
Meanwhile, at Central Control...
Well, speak up, Bedinov. Don't let the boys make you nervous.
Who's nervous? You're making terrible mistakes.
Nonsense. We made only one mistake here in 20 years.
What was that?
We hired you.
What did I do?
Nothing. That is the trouble. Did you bring back rocket formula?
No, but...
Mooseberry bush?
No, but...
Mooseberries?
No, but...
Moose?
No,
Go
but...
ahead, boys.
Wait, I mean yes.
Yes, what?
Yes, sir?
I mean, what did you bring back?
Moose, I brought back Moose.
Where is he?
Still on deck?
Turn on viewer, Anastas.
See? There he is now.
You fool! He is about to be executed.
Now, wait just a minute, fellas. Let's not lose our heads.
Don't worry, sweetheart. Only one of you loses head. Your little friend Boris, we push off cliff.
Oh, that's better.
We are always polite. Ladies first.
But at that instant, Rocky launched himself off the cliff and down into space.
Catch him. He's ruining the execution.
Now, I can fly!
Oop.
Attaboy, Rocky!
Here he comes again, Doc.
Tell me, Fedor, it says anything about Bedinov can fly?
Not a word.
Could be we made a mistake?
Could be, but let's don't hang around to find out.
Well, looks like execution is off. We got Moose. Now we put him to work. For us, old buddy.
You mean I'm not out of job?
Of course not, dear boy. Was all mistake.
You mean I get same old salary?
Of course. 50 grickles a month and all you can steal.
Oh, boy.
Plus fringe benefits.
Fringe benefit?
Yes, we don't shoot you.
Back on the dock, a suspicious crowd watched as Bullwinkle and Rocky tried to get their disguises off.
How you doing, Rocky?
Gee, I thought it'd be years yet before I started shaving.
Well, I guess you really are tourists. Howdy, welcome to Pottsylvania and come along.
Thanks, and where are we going?
Where else? To jail.
Jail?
Jail?
Jail? This is a Pottsylvanian howdy? Don't miss our next episode. The Pen Pals are Rock Hockey Rocky.
And now it's time
For 5 or 6 baritone solos in the key of E.
But
Ooh.
now for another of our special features.
Should have tried E flat.
And now for another lesson in manners, morals, and
corn.
Now, Junior, that's the wrong attitude. There's something to be learned from each of these stories.
I like stories about monsters from outer space. Is this a story about a monster?
This is a story about a stork.
Is this the one about the stork that devoured Cleveland?
It is no such thing. It is the simple story about a fox and a stork and the lesson they learned, which is...
Don't devour Cleveland on a full stomach.
Now, one more interruption and
I'm listening.
Well, one day, a fox invited a stork to have dinner.
Have you ever had a stork for dinner? That is, invite a stork to have dinner with you? We foxes, you know, have the reputation of being cunning, crafty, sly, and foxy. Actually, what I really am is a soft little furry beast who wants nothing more than to be a respected member of the community. PTA, Little League Baseball, that sort of thing. And I'm starting out by inviting that pillar of community living, Mr. Stork.
This must be the place.
That's right.
Because it has a crafty look.
Now, just a minute there.
A cunning, crafty, foxy look about it. You must be Mr. Fox.
Oh, that's a fine way to talk. Here I go to all the trouble to fix dinner.
All right, where do you hide them?
Hide them?
The bodies, the chicken bodies.
Oh, for goodness sake.
We storks can't be too careful who we let in the community. Aha! Chicken pot pie.
Chicken pot pie? That's not chicken.
I'm on to you, Mr. Fox, and your chicken picking ways. Good night.
Now, how could he mistake split pea soup for chicken pot pie?
He just had to be accepted into Mr. Stork's community.
If I could just convince Mr. Stork that I'm not the sly, crafty, chicken-stealing type he thinks I am.
Just as I thought. Chicken snatcher.
But I was here first. This chicken just came and sat down on the bench with me.
Listen, chicken snatcher. Who ever heard of a chicken sitting on a bench with a fox?
But why can't I be accepted? Why? And again, why?
Why? And again, why?
I'll tell you again why. It's because you keep following me around, that's why. What do you want from me, chicken? Why do you keep following me around?
Because I want to be accepted by the community, too.
Well, butt off. I can't be seen with you. People get the wrong impression. Whoops! Quick, hide! Oh, my goodness, Oh, good afternoon, Mr. Stork.
Chicken snatcher!
Oh, but Mr. Stork, I can explain. You see...
Forget about it, Mr. Fox. Come over and have dinner with me tonight.
All right, chicken. I accept your invitation. It really is too bad I'm not accepted by Mr. Stork. But you see, I've quite a bit of money I'd like to use for improvement of his community.
Quite a bit of money, eh? Well, what if he is a snatcher? After all, he only snatches chickens.
Dum-de-dum-dum. Whoa! Why, Mr. Stork, this is a surprise.
Mr. Fox, I've come over to invite you to dinner this evening. You will be there promptly at 8:30 sharp.
Oh, Mr. Stork, thank you. Whoops. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, but I've already made a previous engagement with chicken.
Chicken? Possibly you've misunderstood me. I am a stork. Now, you be there at 8:30 sharp, and I'll pretend I didn't hear what you said.
Invited to dinner by Mr. Stork. Oh, I finally made it. Chicken will understand. After all, this is my big chance, and he's just a chicken.
So, Mr. Fox arrived promptly at 8:30.
Now, Mr. Fox, I understand you have some money. You wish to invest in our community? Delicious. You'll find we storks are very particular just who we let in our community. We have certain standards, traditions, and manners. Enjoying your dinner, Mr. Fox?
Well, for a jar, I'd say it was very tasty. But now, if you'll excuse me, I must run, for you see, I'm starving. Chicken! Oh, chicken! It's your good friend, Mr. Fox. Am I too late for dinner?
Good evening, Mr. Fox. You know, somehow I had the feeling that you had stood me up to have dinner with Mr. Stork.
Oh, that'd be a foxy thing to do.
So, Mr. Fox had a wonderful dinner at Chicken's house, and afterwards he became a respected member of the community, the chicken community. And Mr. Fox used most of his money for improvements of the chicken community, Little League Baseball, community centers, that sort of thing. For after his dinner with Mr. Stork, he had learned one thing, which is the moral of this story. Do you know what that is, Junior?
If a chicken invites you to dinner, accept, for he may grow to be 30 feet tall.
Now, Junior, there you go again. Whoops.
Watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Again?
Nothing up my sleeve. Presto!
Wrong hat.
I take a 7.5.
Now here's something we hope you'll really like.
Well, the travel folders all said welcome to Pottsylvania, but our heroes have had nothing but a bad time since they arrived. First an angry mob, then a dreadful disguise, then a near execution, and now they're on their way to jail.
But we haven't done anything.
Yeah, we're as innocent as the new mown snow.
We're just tourists.
That's what they all say.
Sure enough, our heroes' fellow prisoners were almost all American tourists just like themselves.
Boy, this is sure no way to treat your friends.
Don't be silly. Pottsylvania got no friends, just enemies. Well, here is your apartment. If you want anything, you can just push that button.
But it's not connected.
I didn't say anyone would answer. Bye.
But even while our friends were languishing in the Huskow, Boris Badenov was hatching another evil plot.
Now, I'm just spitballing, you understand. But as soon as Moose gives us secret formula, we...
Wait. Nobody but idiot would give us secret formula.
Exactly. So after he gives us formula...
And Boris outlined his fiendish plan for firing a rocket ship to the moon, conquering the moon men, and beaming Pottsylvanian television programs to the United States.
Badenov, what good will this do us?
You ever seen Pottsylvania TV?
Please, not so soon after eating.
Some night people in America will tune in set to midnight movie, and what do they get? 3 hours Pottsylvania commercials.
You think they'll know the difference?
Sooner or later, yes. Then they must pay us millions to stop broadcasting.
And if they don't?
Oh, then we jam other programs. Instead of Lone Ranger is coming on 30 minutes hair oil commercials. Listen.
Itchy dandruff, falling hair, a dried up scalp and a dome that's bare. Gritty, grimy, greasy goo, that's what's in our new shampoo. Gunk.
Get some gunk today.
Enough already. Please, Badenov, it's too much.
You see, fearless leader? In no time at all we drive America to her knees.
Carry on, Badenov. I'd salute you.
You said it.
So in the meanwhile, back in the Pottsylvania Pokey...
Come on, you two, out.
You mean we're being released?
Yes, your lawyer is here.
Lawyer? We don't have no lawyer.
Allow me to introduce myself, you all. Gentlemen, I'm Clarence Derenoff, attorney at law at your service.
Yeah, but we didn't hire you.
A mere formality. Well, I paid bribe, bail, so let's go.
Now, wait a minute. What about all our friends here? We're not going till they go.
That's right. We'll just sit here.
How much extra for the others?
Say roughly 500 grickles.
No.
Smoothing it out a little, 250.
Good. Here it is.
You think I would soil my hands with a bribe? Please, just drop it in head.
And a little later, Rocky and Bullwinkle saw all the tourists off on the SS Andalusia.
Goodbye. Have a nice trip.
Bye, Captain Peach Fuzz.
Farewell, Rocky. All right, cast off forward, full speed, astern aloft, to lee, aloo. Also, Roger.
Well, there she goes, Bullwinkle. We're all alone in a foreign land.
Well, those are certainly not friendly glances. Just who do all those sinister eyeballs belong to? Don't miss our next episode, The Fright-Seeing Trip, or Visit to a Small Panic.
Time now for the biggest thinker of them all, Mr. Know-It-All.
Hello, America! Today's mental fire drill comes under the heading of How to be a Cowpuncher without getting hit back. The simplest way of learning how to punch cows is to join a cattle drive. The person who does the hiring is called a 5-man, which is a 4-man who got promoted.
You with the built-in chaps. It's Betty by time for cattle. You stand guard. You got gun?
Sure, right here.
Tell me, why you got hot water bottle on gun?
It's a sick shooter.
Not feeling good, huh? Does it shoot?
Does it shoot?
Now look what you done. Cattle are stampeding.
Never fear, I shall stop them.
How do you stop 5,000 fear-crazed beasts?
By holding up 5 fear-crazed fingers and saying, whoa!
That's very good. How do you get them started again?
Oh, by saying, giddy up. After serving his apprenticeship, the full-fledged cowboy now puts his knowledge to use by joining a rodeo, or radio, they're both correct.
And the winner of the Bronco busting event is Mr. Know-It-All.
Golly, Mr. Know-It-All, you sure can ride.
Yeah, you're only supposed to stay on 10 seconds. I've been on this critter 10 hours.
How do you manage to stay on him so long?
Very simple. I got a pocket full of dimes.
And now...
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Again?
Nothing up my sleeve. Presto! No doubt about it. I gotta get another hat.
Now here's something we hope you'll really like.
COD. To most people, that means cash on delivery. But to the Canadian Mounted Police, it means Clyde's on duty. And today is the day of days when Clyde, after 83 years of faithful service, is to be given an honorable discharge.
Mountie Clyde, it is men like you that have made this service what it is. Who's got the watch?
Oh, yes. The usual reward was a solid gold $3 watch. And the Mountie who held it for safekeeping was our hero, Dudley Do-Right, the man who did everything he was told, incorrectly.
Here is the watch, sir.
Do-Right, what is this?
Clyde's watch. I cleaned it.
In the wash tub?
No, sir, the washing machine.
The discharge ceremony was held up while Dudley rode into town to pick up another timepiece. Alas, the only clock shop was a hock shop, under the larcenous operation of that notorious ne'er-do-well, charlatan, rogue, viper.
Keep going, I'm in there somewhere.
Snidely Whiplash.
So you wish to purchase a solid gold $3 watch, eh, Do-Right?
Yes, sir, and to go.
Whiplash promptly displayed an armful of watches, and Dudley selected the most glittering and the cheapest.
11 cents and it's yours.
But Dudley was short on money and intelligence.
I'll tell you what, you've touched my good-natured heart. I'll let you have the watch if you put up collateral.
Unwittingly, and that's Dudley, he signed an innocent-looking document which simply turned the ownership of the post over to Whiplash. 1 week later...
Pardon me, Inspector, but why are all we Mounties standing outside the post with our bags packed?
Because at 5 o'clock, Snidely Whiplash is foreclosing the mortgage on the post.
Sure enough, at 4:30, Whiplash arrived, or slithered, onto the scene.
Begone, do-gooders, and never darken my door again.
Whiplash, you devil.
Flattery will get you nowhere, Inspector.
Defeated, the Mounties pocketed their pride and their meager belongings and made to depart. That's when Nell, daughter of Inspector Fenwick and post mascot, put in an appearance at the gate.
Wait for me, Daddy.
Gad, she moves like a greyhound. I'll tell you what, Inspector, you let me marry Nell and you can have the post back.
Never, you cur. Nell is mine.
But, Dudley, I think I could get to like Mr. Whiplash.
You don't know what you're saying, Nell.
Yes, I do.
Stay out of this, Do-Right. It's the only way we can get the post back.
No, it isn't. Whiplash, how much cash must be raised by 5 in order to buy back the mortgage?
$3 million and 45 cents.
That 45 cents is going to be tough, but I shall do it.
I doubt it, but if you do, bring it to me. Nell and I'll be waiting at the church.
Dudley had no time to lose.
All right, Mountie, you got yourself a deal. You and your horse jump off that tower into this bucket of water. I'll pay you $3 million.
And 45 cents.
Right.
Dudley had a fear of heights, but luckily his horse was normal.
Keep your eye on the tower, and on that great daredevil, Dudley Do-Right.
That's Dudley. All right, horse, remember, this is for Nell.
Over they plunged out into space, falling. As I mentioned before, Dudley's horse had no fear of heights, but he did have poor eyesight.
We're a hit, horse. We did it. Now to collect the money.
That was no easy task, for the circus owner, intent upon watching the breathtaking descent, had wandered too near the lion's cage and...
Oh, I hope he had Blue Cross.
5 o'clock, the hour when Nell would be lost to him forever.
Oh, if only there was some way of foiling Whiplash. If only... Quick, horse, to the church!
At exactly 5:15, the wedding ceremony ended. I have Nell, Inspector. Here is the deed of the post.
I shall hate to call you son, Whiplash. Perhaps I can elongate it a bit and make it come out all right.
Call me anything you like, as long as Nell is mine.
Ah, but there you are mistaken, Whiplash.
Do-Right, you missed the services.
Tell me, sir, is the post ours once more?
Till the end of time, my boy.
Goody. And now, Whiplash, I have a surprise for you.
Oh?
What you have just married is not Nell.
You've been out in the sun too long, Do-Right.
Have I? I tricked you, you rascal. That's not Nell. That's my horse in a Nell suit.
What?
You married my horse.
Prove it.
I shall. Will the real Nell please come in here?
All eyes gaped in astonishment as another Nell walked in.
That is my horse. This is Nell. Say something, Nell.
And now...
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
But that trick never worked.
This time for sure. Presto! Well, I'm getting close.
And now it's time for another special feature.
Well, our heroes are heroes again. They've rescued a boatload of tourists from the Pottsylvanian pokey and sent them on their way home. Unfortunately, it's not all clear sailing for them.
You know, I got kind of a sneaky feeling we're being watched.
Oh, nonsense, Bullwinkle. Who'd want to watch us?
Well, the answer to that was simple enough. Everybody. For Pottsylvania was a country composed entirely of spies. Even as schoolchildren, Pottsylvanians were taught only the ABCs: assassination, bomb throwing, and conspiracy, with an occasional course in advanced sneaking and prowling.
Congratulations, Feodor. You graduated magna cum laude.
And every conversation had at least two meanings.
Hello, Vanya.
Translation, we're going to blow up City Hall tonight.
Hello, Gottwald. How's the boy?
Translation, sounds like fun. Who'll be inside?
Just fine, thanks.
Translation, who cares?
Well, see you later, Gottwald.
Translation, the party starts at 7. Bring your own bomb.
Bye-bye, Vanya.
Translation, bye-bye, Vanya. No, Pottsylvania was hardly what you'd call a tourist paradise.
Look there! Yankee, go home.
Boy, they sure don't like baseball players, do they?
Well, here's a hotel, Bullwinkle. Let's go in.
Hold it, buddy. You got password?
Password?
It's a hotel, isn't it?
Still need password?
But we don't know it. Let's go.
Hold it, buddy. You like to buy password?
Buy it?
Special today, 10 words for $1.
We don't need 10 words.
Okay, 10 cents each.
It's a deal. Come on, Bullwinkle.
Hold it, buddy. You got password?
Sure. It's, moleskin.
This is first-class hotel. We don't take cheap 10-cent passwords.
Well, I got a password right here. Knuckles.
That's the password, all right. Go on in.
Inside the lobby, our heroes were once again the target of all eyes.
Hi, can we get a room?
Certainly, Mr. Smith.
Smith? My name isn't Smith. I'm really...
No names, please. Just sign here.
Hokey smoke, Bullwinkle. Everybody's name's Smith.
That's a funny coincidence, ain't it?
Well, when in Rome, do as the Romans do.
I never heard of no Romans named Smith.
But our heroes had to sign the register Pottsylvanian style. Rocky Smith and Bullwinkle Smith. When they got to their rooms, Rocky immediately started organizing the great Mooseberry expedition.
First, we gotta get a guide, Bullwinkle. Somebody who knows the country. Maybe there's a guide advertising in the newspapers.
Let's get one down at the corner.
Hey, carry you ice cream bars. Also secret papers.
Secret papers from an ice cream man?
Sure, we got a 28 flavor of a classified information. If you find a page in red ink, you get a free secret.
Thanks a lot, but no thanks.
You're welcome. Hey, get you Adam Bumsicle here.
Our heroes had another shock when they opened the door of their room.
Bullwinkle, look at that!
Yes, the room was a shambles. Everything had been turned inside out and upside down.
And what's more, all our papers are gone.
Gone? Oh, well.
And so is all our money.
Well, that's the breaks, I guess.
And so is your autographed picture of Sonny Tufts.
Sonny Tufts! Well, now them rascals have gone too far.
Don't miss our next episode. Boris burgles again, or sinner take all.
Well, you lucky people, time again for Bullwinkle's Corner.
Thank you, Rocky. Today's poem is that intimate story of life among the royalty, the Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts, she made some tarts, all on a summer's day. They look good, Queenie. What kind are they?
Soybean, rutabaga, asparagus, and turnip.
Turnip? Turnip tarts?
I use my health food cookbook.
Ooh. Well, on with the poem. The Knave of Hearts, he stole those tarts and took them clean away.
Stop, thief!
Come back here, you tart napper! The King of Hearts called for those tarts and beat the knave full sore. The Knave of Hearts gave back the tarts and vowed he'd steal no more. Oh, you don't get off that easy. You stole 'em, friend. You eat 'em.